Pay attention or leave right now. Yes, you heard me. If you can't spare 15 or 20 minutes to listen to something that might change your life, that's fine. Stay where you are. But let me warn you, this message will shake the ground you stand on. There's no room here for excuses, laziness, or complacency. So if you're not ready, the door's open. You can leave. But if you truly want change, stay until the end. Because the only thing standing between you and the life you dream of is your courage to face the truth. Let's start with something simple, something no one dares to tell you. You're waiting too much, waiting for the perfect moment, the ideal opportunity, the push from someone else, or that magical sign that everything will align for you to begin. And you know what that is? A lie, a complete illusion. There's no perfect moment, no perfect tools, and no one's coming to do it for you. The right time is now. The only resource you truly need is your willpower. And if you don't believe that, I'm sorry to say this, but your life will stay exactly the way it is. Think about it. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow? How many times have you planned something, shared it with others, and still gone nowhere? The problem isn't a lack of time. It's not a lack of money or opportunity. The problem is you're waiting for permission to live. Let me tell you something. No one is going to give you that permission. No one is holding you back. The chains you feel are invisible, but they're real. And you know who put them there? You did. The only way out? Action. Bold, relentless, direct action. I don't care if you think you're not ready. I don't care if you think you're gonna fail. Because you will fail. You'll mess up. Big time. And you know what that means? It means you're trying. It means you're moving. It means you're alive. And in the end, the only way to get where you want to go is to try, fail, learn, and try again. No one reaches the top without stumbling many times along the way. If you think you don't have time, ask yourself this. How do you find time to complain but never time to act? The truth hurts. I get it, but I'm not here to sugarcoat things. I'm here to push you forward, even if you don't want to move, because you need this. You need someone to remind you that time is passing and you have nothing to lose except your excuses. So, my friend, it's decision time. Are you going to keep waiting or are you going to start? Will you keep running in circles? Or will you take that first step, no matter how small or uncertain it feels? The choice is yours, only yours. And if you think things will go wrong, here's the secret. They already have. If you're waiting for the perfect scenario, you're already losing. So what difference does it make? If you're gonna fail while trying, while fighting, while building something. Because that's the only way you get better. That's the only way you grow. Now, are you ready to hear more? Or are you walking out the door? If you're still here, congratulations, you're the kind of person who doesn't shy away from the truth, even when it burns. Now, it's time to tear down the curtain of excuses and face reality. You are the only one responsible for your life. Everything you are today is a direct result of what you've done or failed to do. That's a tough pill to swallow, I know. But here's the silver lining. If you're responsible, it also means you have the power to change everything. Before we talk about change, let's cut to the chase. What's holding you back? Don't lie to yourself. Is it the fear of failure? The opinions of others? Laziness? Be honest. Look inside. The fear of failure is the greatest thief of dreams. You want so badly to get it right on the first try that you'd rather not try at all. But here's the truth. There is no success without risk. If you don't try, you've already lost. As for the opinions of others, no one cares as much as you think they do. People have their own problems, their own insecurities, their own lives to manage. If you're stuck because you're afraid of being judged, you're wasting precious time, the only time you have in this life. Do what needs to be done. People will talk regardless, so give them something worthwhile to talk about. And laziness? Let's not sugarcoat it. You're not lazy, you're directionless. Laziness is just a symptom of a life without purpose. When you have a real reason to get out of bed, when you find something worth chasing, exhaustion becomes fuel, not a barrier. So if you feel drained, it's time to reassess your goals. What do you truly want for your life? Not what others expect of you, but what you want. And if you don't know yet, that's okay. But start moving. Movement brings clarity. Here's something that might change everything. Stop talking. Don't tell others what you're going to do. Don't share your plans. Don't broadcast your ideas. Every time you open your mouth, you dissipate energy. You give room for others' negativity to creep into your dreams. You lose focus. So stop talking and start doing. This isn't about proving anything to anyone else. It's about proving to yourself that you can. You don't need anyone's approval. You don't need anyone's permission. The only thing you need to do is start. Start small, start scared, start unsure. But start, because starting is the only way to move forward. Moving forward is the only way to grow. And you know what happens when you take action? The people who doubted you start to notice. The ones who laughed at you fall silent. But most importantly, you'll start to believe in yourself. Confidence doesn't come from promises. It comes from results. And results only come when you take action. So pause for a moment and ask yourself, what can I do today? Not tomorrow, not next week, today. What's the first step? And before you say you don't know where to start, let me simplify it for you. Start where you are with what you have in the best way you can. Because the only real failure is doing nothing. Now that you understand the first step is to begin, let's talk about the fuel for the journey. Your mindset. Let me be crystal clear. Your mind is both your greatest ally and your worst enemy. If you don't master your mind, it will master you. So you have a choice. Take control or remain a slave to your own limitations. The warrior's mindset isn't about being perfect. It's about being resilient. It's about getting back up every time you fall. And you will fall many times. But each time you rise, something inside you grows stronger. With every mistake, every failure, you become more resilient. And it's this resilience that prepares you for your greatest victories. But there's a silent enemy you must confront every single day. Doubt. Doubt is subtle. It whispers in your ear when things get tough. It makes you question if you're good enough, if it's worth continuing. The secret to defeating doubt is this: massive, consistent action. The more you do, the less power doubt has over you. Doubt thrives in uncertainty, and action obliterates uncertainty. You also need to accept a fundamental truth. The world owes you nothing. No one is going to hand you anything. No one cares how much you think you deserve. Life rewards action, not intention. So stop waiting for recognition. Stop waiting for someone to notice your potential. Do what needs to be done, even if no one is watching. Because in the end, the only person who needs to believe in you is you. And here's another thing you need to let go of right now: perfectionism. It's the perfect excuse to never start. Oh, it's not good enough yet. I don't know how to do it, right? Let me tell you something. No one starts out knowing everything. Today's masters were yesterday's beginners. The only difference between them and you is that they started. They failed, adjusted, and tried again until they got it right. Go further. Embrace failure. Celebrate your mistakes. Each failure is a lesson, another step on the ladder to success. You don't learn by winning. You learn by failing, adjusting, and trying again. So instead of fearing failure, use it as your tool. Fall, rise, learn, and repeat. To build a warrior's mindset, you need to feed your mind with what strengthens your resolve. Read, listen, and learn from those who have walked the path you want to follow. Cut out distractions. Say no to everything that doesn't align with your goals. This isn't selfish, it's focus. Time is your most precious resource, and every minute spent on things that don't matter is a minute you'll never get back. Remember this: no one is going to fight for you. No one is coming to rescue you. Life is a battlefield, and only those willing to fight will win. So ask yourself, am I truly willing to do what it takes? Am I willing to wake up early and work harder and persist longer than others? Because that's what separates the winners from the quitters. Finally, visualize who you want to become. Imagine the life you want to live. But more importantly, ask yourself, who do I need to become to live that life? Then work every single day to transform into that person. Success isn't something you achieve. It's something you attract by becoming worthy of it. The warrior's mindset is simple. No matter how many times I fall, I will always get back up. And every time I rise, I grow stronger. The time has come. There's no more room for excuses, no more room for delays. What you do from this moment forward will define the rest of your life. If you leave here without taking action, if this is just another fleeting moment of inspiration, you've just wasted a golden opportunity. But if you decide to act, if you commit, you can completely transform who you are and where you're headed. First, understand this: life will not wait for you. Time is passing. Every second you hesitate, someone out there is taking action. That person is growing stronger, faster, more prepared. while you're still sitting there wondering what to do. It's time to stop thinking and start doing. Action isn't something you take when you feel motivated. Motivation is a luxury. Discipline is a necessity. You don't need to feel excited to move forward. You just need to move, even when you don't feel like it. That's what separates the people who achieve great things from those who only dream about them. A true warrior doesn't wait for the perfect moment. They create the moment through their actions. And don't think you need massive changes to begin. You don't need an elaborate plan, a step-by-step guide, or endless resources. You just need to start with what you have, where you are, however imperfectly you can. Because the beginning, no matter how flawed, is what clears the path for everything that follows. Here's the biggest secret. You already have everything you need to begin. The strength, the courage, the ability, it's all inside you. What's missing isn't skill or talent. It's the decision to act, the decision to commit to your own growth, your own journey. And here's the incredible part. You don't need to feel ready to decide, because no one is ever truly ready. You just need to decide. And when you decide, make a pact with yourself. Never stop, never quit, never turn back. From this moment on, the only direction is forward. It doesn't matter how hard it gets. It doesn't matter how many times you fail. It doesn't matter what anyone says. You keep going, one step at a time, one mistake fewer with each attempt. Because the only way you won't make it is if you give up. Maybe you're waiting for the end of this text to feel something magical that will push you to move. Let me tell you, there's no magic. You are the magic. Everything you need is already in your hands. Everything you dream of is just one step away. The step you need to take right now. And remember, it's not about being perfect. It's not about getting it right the first time. It's about continuing. It's about waking up every day and giving the best you can with what you have. When that becomes part of who you are, nothing can stop you. So here's the challenge. Leave here and do something, anything. Get up, write that email, start that project, lift that weight, read that book, take that first step. Because what you do today defines who you'll be tomorrow. In the end, no one will remember what you thought about or planned. They'll remember what you did. So go out there and do. Let the world hear the sound of your actions. And when you look back a year from now, 5 years from now, you'll see that it all started here. With one decision, with one step, with you. Now go, act, transform. The world is waiting for you. And remember, the real power lies in doing. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank each and every one of you who had the courage and determination to stay until the end. This shows that you're not like the majority. You are true warriors, people who face the truth head on and are ready to act. You're already on the right path, and that alone is an enormous victory. Before you go, don't forget, leave a like. It helps immensely to spread this message to others who need to hear it. Comment below what you've taken from this conversation, what your first step will be. I want to hear from you because your voice matters. And of course, subscribe to the channel. Believe and achieve. I need to know if you're ready to continue this journey with me, because we still have so much to achieve together. To close, I want to leave you with a powerful biblical message about strength and perseverance. But those who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Isaiah 40:31. Remember, you are capable of anything when you believe and act. Believe and achieve. I'll see you in the next video, warriors. Until then.